Hey superstars, it's your girl Malika, aka Miss Magic, back with another video. Today we are making this delicious hamburger cheesy casserole, and no, this is not hamburger helper. But first, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me, give me a big thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I do post another video. Okay, so like I said, this is a hamburger cheesy casserole. We are going to get started. This is going to satisfy your family. They are going to absolutely love it. So let's get straight into this video. All right, so the things you are going to need for this dish will be a pound and a half of ground beef. I'm using pepper jack cheese. You're going to need a quarter of a chopped onion. And then I'm going to use Slap Your Mama seasoning, black pepper, garlic, chicken broth, rotini pasta. I have some corn, frozen corn and peas that I like to put in my casserole. You're going to need rotel. I have some fire roasted tomato pasta sauce. You're going to need a can of cream of mushroom, and I'm using some Goya adobo seasoning. All right, guys, let's get straight into this recipe. First, we're going to start with our ground beef. We're going to brown it, and we're going to add our onions. Like I said, this is about a quarter to a half a cup of onions. And I always I always brown my onions with my ground beef so that it gives the ground beef good flavoring. So you want to do this at the same time. So go ahead and brown your beef with your onions. Once you're halfway through, you want to start with your seasonings. I'm going to use about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of the Goya seasoning. And then after that, we're going to go ahead with our pepper. And we're going to add about a tablespoon of pepper. Next, I'm going to go in with garlic powder. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of garlic powder in my ground beef. Go ahead and give that a good stir. Make sure your seasonings are getting mixed up in there. I love to season before I drain my meat because it seems like the oil makes it adhere to the beef better. I'm going to go ahead and just taste a little bit of the ground beef to make sure it's seasoned correctly. And after that, we're going to go ahead and drain it in a colander. Once we drain our meat, we're going to go ahead and bring it back to the pot. And now we'll start adding our ingredients. First, I'm going to start with the salsa, fire roasted tomato salsa. You can use any kind of salsa you like. This is more of a Mexican type blend of casserole, but you can use regular spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce, whatever, tomato sauce, homemade if you want, whatever. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. I love to use the salsa because it gives it that special twang. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add my rotel. That's the diced onions and green peppers. And this gives it a little kick. You can use regular if you like. You don't have to use the one with the green chilies. But like I said, this gives it a little Mexican kick. Now I'm going in with my cream of mushroom. I'm using reduced sodium. But again, you can use whatever. You can use cream of chicken if you want. But I like the cream of mushroom because it gives it that little, mushroom taste. Now I'm going to go in with about 1/4 of a cup of chicken broth. And this just makes it nice and juicy so it won't dry out. All right, guys, this is for the kiddos. We're going to sneak in some frozen corn. And we're going to sneak in some frozen peas. That way they'll get a little bit of nutrition. Not much, but a little bit. And I like it because the corn gives it a nice little crunch. Green peas give it a little extra flavor. Gives it that sweetness. So go ahead and mix in your corn and peas. You do not have to. Feel free to use whatever vegetables you like. You can use mushrooms, green peppers, whatever. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get our pasta going. I got a pot of boiling water. I am going to use my rotini, but first we have to salt our water. I'm going to use my Goya adobo to salt it. And then I'm going to add that whole box of rotini, give it a good stir, and we're going to go ahead and boil that al dente, which is about 12 minutes. You don't want to get them too soft because we are baking this dish. All right, after 12 minutes, we're good to go. We're going to go ahead and drain our pasta. Go ahead and reserve about maybe 1/4 of a cup of the pasta water to add into your whole dish because this will give it a nice little juicy and flavor as well. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add our rotini to the actual mix. Go ahead and add the whole box. Give it a good stir. Make sure the rotini is nice and mixed in there. Go ahead and guys and get your 9x12 casserole dish ready. Put it to the side. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add our cheese. I don't know if I stuck with the pepper jack. I made a couple of casseroles and froze them. But I think this is Kobe jack. I mixed in about half a cup of Kobe jack in there before I put it in the casserole dish. So we're going to just go ahead and stir that up. This gives it a little thickening as well. And now, guys, I didn't show this, but go ahead and add your pasta water into that, the cup that I told you to reserve. Go ahead and add that in. I'm going to add a little bit more cheese because, hey, you know the saying, if it ain't cheesy, it ain't going down easy. I think I said that wrong. If it ain't cheesy, it ain't going down easy if it ain't cheesy. Whatever, y'all. All right, so we're going to go ahead now and get our casserole dish ready. You do not have to grease it for this. But like I said, you need about a 9x12. Now we're going to go ahead and transfer our casserole to the dish. Go ahead and pour all of that in there. All that goodness. Scrape out all your little bits. There you go. And just go ahead and situate that. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add our cheese to the top. Now this is definitely the pepper jack. On top, you once again feel free to use any type of cheese that you like. I'm just using the shredded pepper jack on top. You can use a Mexican blend. You can use whatever cheese you want. Just make sure you go ahead and cover that whole top layer. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add our casserole into a preheated 350-degree oven. Pop it in for about 30-35 minutes. And now we are ready to take her out of the oven. And voila, there you have it, your cheesy Mexican hamburger casserole. Sure to fill up your family very quickly. We're going to go ahead and plate it. I'm going to plate it with some garlic bread. This may or may not be the same one. Like I say, I'll make one for dinner, and I usually make two to freeze for a later time or when I'm having company over. So we're going to go ahead and plate it now. And I'm about to show you it with the garlic bread, how I serve it. You can also serve this with a side of broccoli or whatever type of vegetable you want, but this is usually enough for us. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me. Give me a big thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I do post another video. Hope to see you soon in past, present, and future videos. Love you guys. Bye.